أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. Today, I and my friend want to present our assignment about why examination relevant in education system. This assignment prepared by Aina Faqihah Binti Maskor, Farah Wahidah Binti Maskor, Nurul Binti Amat Basri, and Rozliza Binti Mahadi. Why examination relevant in education system? Introduction opening statement. Examination are a widely used method to assess student knowledge and proficiency in various subjects in school worldwide. General statement. Firstly, examination are tests which aim to determine the ability of a student academically, and examination is an official test of knowledge. Second, different types of examination are conducted all over the world for evaluation a person's skill and intelligence. Examinations are usually written tests. Altogether, some may be practical or have practical components and vary greatly in structure, content, and difficulty depend on the subject. Thesis statement. Dr. John Smith explored the crucial role of the examination system in evaluation, student knowledge and skill, while also shedding light on the challenge it poses, necessitating ongoing effort to improve and create a more comprehensive and equitable education assessment.
Argument 1. The advantage of relevant examination in the education system. Number 1. Assessment of student learning is an important matter in education. Or Azhar Yusuf, 2005. The meaning is the process of collecting information to track the level of student achievement as a whole after the student has complete following a learning unit or program within a set period. Number 2, students as recipients of information and information can use the information to make the right decision about their learning. Azizi, 2010. For example, analyzing the information collected to draw clear and accurate conclusion. And number 3, self-improvement can be encouraged by having a balance between academic and non-academic students to obtain a high level of mastery such as Band 5 and Band 6, as Lenore 2013. For the example, students who are active in sport need to be balanced with academics. There are also those who play sport so much that they neglect their studies. Evaluation. We have to work together to maintain the real purpose of the exam, and this no doubt that there are some weakness, but when we look at something new from a positive point of view slowly. So Seti will start to accept it when good result can be seen.
Exams help every teacher to understand the mental capacity of the students and to rectify their shortcomings. Firstly, I'm quoting the Abdul Aziz words. The purpose of implementing summative assessment is to measure students' knowledge of something that has been learned during the teaching and learning activities. Exams serve as crucial tools for educators to gain insights into their student cognitive abilities and identify areas where they may need additional support. By administering exams, teachers can assess the depth of understanding and grasp of the material. This process enables them to tailor their teaching methods and resources to better suit the diverse learning styles and needs of their students. Additionally, exams provide a structured framework for evaluation, allowing teachers to objectively measure each student's progress over time. Providing context for the board's opinion, end-of-year examination information is crucial for teachers to determine the appropriate time of education that suits the students. Analyzing the board's perspective, the assigning of grades in summative assessments also provides information to teachers for evaluating the effectiveness of the teaching and learning process conducted. Through the analysis of exam results, teachers can identify patterns and trends, allowing for targeted intervention and personalized guidance. In essence, exams are a fundamental aspect of the educational process, enabling teachers to adapt their approach to ensure every student has the opportunity to succeed and reach their full potential. So we can conclude that examination may seem dull, yet they cultivate attentiveness in our minds. They consistently assess our foundation to students might not find them enjoyable due to the evaluative nature imposed by the teacher. This requirement is essential, ensuring that every student achieves successful outcomes. Exams provide a chance for capable students to demonstrate their academic attributes, acknowledging that each child warrants individualized consideration.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'll go to the first counter argument. Okay, so the first counter argument is eroding joy of learning. Okay, which is from Zaidner 2010 said exams given in class are stressful for students, and also from Sarah Bennett 2021 said the pressure associated with examinations can often overshadow the joy of learning. Okay, so what is the conclusion of this point? This stress may lead students to prioritize achieving high grades over a genuine interest in learning, distracting from the intrinsic value of education. So actually, students go to school or people go to school because they want to enjoy their learning on that day. Okay, and also enjoying the learning progress with their teachers and also with their friends. But because of this examination, they will feel very stressful and also give them pressure, and also they did not enjoy their learning session with their teachers and friends. So by that, they didn't want go to the school because of the examination. The next point is neglecting diverse abilities. Okay, So from Albert Einstein said, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life being that it is stupid. Okay? So by that, other successful people follow such a path, and if they care much about exams, they surely would not have achieved what they did. Okay, for example, different teachers, when working independently, tend to assign widely varying marks to the same papers. Okay, so the conclusion of this point is actually exam do not measure all abilities. Diverse talents are often overlooked. Education should recognize individual strength beyond exam scores. So from this point, what we get is actually every people have their own abilities. Okay, so do you can imagine if everyone is prime minister and everyone is a doctor, everyone is a teacher, so who must be the cleaner? And because of them, we live in peaceful and clean environment. Okay, so actually every people have their own abilities, and not the weak or worse people in examination is actually not successful people. Okay. Okay, the last point for first argument is intelligence cannot be defined by result. Okay, from Peter Day 2018 said that exam is just a testing students' abilities to memorize everything, and also defining intelligence through examination can lose a lot of talented people. Okay, for example, exams also become a weapon to parents to show off their kids' result to their parents and relatives, this is the hot issues actually in our communities, which is parents always comparing their kids' result to others, and also show off kids' result to their friends, and also show off their kids' result to family, which is want to say that their kids is very intelligent because got the top ranking in their examination. Okay, so this is actually not good because some people has different talent. So maybe the kids that do not have the top ranking in the examination doesn't mean they did not intelligent and they did not talented. They also have their own talent in their own way. Okay, so the conclusion of this point is exam only test memorization, not through intelligence. Okay, they are unfair to hardworking students and can cause stress and depression. Using exams to define intelligence is wrong. They should be abolished. Okay, which is mean not everyone and not everybody in this world has good memorization stage. So they need to improve day by day lah. So because of this comparison, and because of because of the parents always comparing the kids to the others, the kids to the relative, it can make them stress and also depressed, and also every time in examination they will get sick. Okay, so this issue must be avoided among our communities, and also parents also doesn't need to comparing their kids to the others because they have their own talent.
The second counter argument I can make is exams is essential to acknowledge their limit. From exams, we know that baseline proficiency assessment. Exams serve as a critical tool to gauge a student's grasp of fundamental skills in subjects like mathematics, reading, and writing. They help identify whether students have achieved a minimum level of competency in these essential areas. Acknowledging this baseline proficiency is crucial in tailoring educational support to individual student needs. Introducing Khairuddin's viewpoint as an author, the appropriate educational program for students who do not achieve the minimum mastery level in a specific basic skill within a certain subject is remedial education. What is remedial education? Remedial education is a specialized instructional approach designed to support students who are struggling academically, particularly in core subjects like mathematics, reading, and writing. Its primary goal is to bridge the gap between a student's current level of proficiency and the expected standard for their grade or age. So we can conclude that relying solely on exams to understand mental capacity might provide a complete and accurate picture, and other forms of assessment and observation also might be necessary to obtain a more holistic understanding of student cognitive abilities. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, next for refutation or the benefit of examinations is critical thinking enhancement. Okay, so first, examination required students to analyze and solve problems within a limited time frame. Okay, for example, in mathematics subject, people or student will have two types of paper, which is paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, for paper 1, they have to answer the 40 objective question in 40 minutes, and also for paper 2, they need to answer in 1 hour 30 minutes for the subjective question. Okay, so next, the process of reviewing and preparing for exam aids in consolidating information in students' memory. So from the examination, we can summarize what is the students actually understand in our class or learning session. Okay, so next, encourage students to establish structured study routine. Okay, by the examination, student will have their own timetable to study for their examination. Not because of they need to study hard, but they need to study smart, which is they need to score or achieve their own goals for that examination, which is want to have the first stage, or also want to be a top ranking student, and other than that's lah. Okay, that is the benefit. That is some benefit for examination in our learning session.
Next, conclusion. The conclusion is the exam or test are a measuring stick to find out how effective teaching and learning. It is a process to obtain quantitative information. In addition, exams are a process for teachers to determine behavioral change and make judgment to assess student understand. The evaluation process can provide information about the achievement of lesson objective, a teacher teaching method, and the effective of a curriculum. However, the importance of exam in the teaching and learning process is decisive and very important. A high percentage of students who pass mean that a teacher is successful student. If a student passing percentage is low, then the teacher need to improve his teaching method. Finally, teacher need to know to what extent their student can master what has been presented. The teacher also need to see how successful his teaching from the test and exam question he can test aspect of the student knowledge and skill. This is our reference about examination. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.